In this chapter, we have to represent a mapping by a diagram, by an equation, and by a graph. At the beginning of this chapter, we are going to learn about the concept of mapping, how to represent this mapping by a diagram, and how to plot it on the coordinate plane. First, let's start with the concept of mapping. A mapping transforms from one set of numbers into a different set of numbers. Mapping is how to change the set of numbers you have into a different set of new numbers. First of all, what do we mean by set? A set is a group of things such as numbers, letters, words, or anything else. This means that the set is a group of things like numbers, letters, words, or anything else. For example, this is a set of a group of numbers, and this is a set of a group of letters. Now, what is the symbol of the set? The first set is a group of numbers from 1 to 5. So how do we write this set? We open these two brackets and write the numbers from the smallest to the greatest, and we add a comma between each one of them. Also, the second set of letters, we write them in the same way from A to E, and we add a comma between each letter. So, this is the concept of the set. Now let's see what is meant by mapping transforms one set to another set. This first set is called input. And when I want to make a mapping for it into a new set, this means I want the output. The input set, we call it the domain, while the output set is called the range. So the input is the domain and the output is the range. Now let's see how can we represent a mapping by a diagram. Consider the first example. Draw mapping diagrams and graphs for the following operation. Add 3 on the set -3, 1, 4, 6, and x. This means that the basic set that consists of the numbers -3, 1, 4, 6, and x. Now, if I want to make mapping, this means that I have to draw a new set. I have to add a 3 to each number. The first set, which is set A, and the set that I have to make it is set B. Now, when I add 3 to each number, we will have -3 plus 3 equal to 0. 1 plus 3 equal to 4. 4 plus 3 equal to 7. 6 plus 3 equals to 9. And the equation x plus 3. The basic set, set A, that is called the range, and the new set that we form, which is set B, we call it the domain. Now, in order to represent the mapping by a diagram, we must not forget these arrows that show us how the mapping is done or taking place between set A and set B. Now, let's see how to represent the mapping by a graph. We have these coordinates. Let's plot them on the coordinate plane. We locate the graph and we made the scale as each unit resembles one number. So -3, 0. This means that x -3, 0. This is the first point. The second point is 1, 4. This is 1, and here is the 4. This is the second point. The third point is 4, 7. This is the 4, and this is the 7, and the last point is 6, 9. This is 6, and here is the 9. Now let's connect all the points together to see the form of the graph. Start with the first point and connect them together. Here we go Okay, so this is the straight line of the equation y equal x plus 3.